If you want to use Azure KeyVault within a connection object, you're very limited to that Azure KeyVault being available publicly. It doesn't mean that anybody can access it publicly. You still have to have the credentials to access it, and to read it. But just having your KeyVault on your perimeter like that, from a security perspective, generally a very bad idea. Most security teams, most respectable security teams, aren't going to allow that. And so what can you do about that? I do believe support is coming because you can create an Azure KeyVault connection object. You can actually create a VNet data gateway with a private endpoint in the virtual network within Azure to an Azure KeyVault, and you can actually connect to it within Fabric. So that actually works. So that connectivity there works, and it can kind of see everything, and it's hooked up, but you'll never be able to currently use that Azure KeyVault within a Fabric connection because it's still currently not supported, even though there is line of sight and it's there and it knows it's there and you can verify that it knows it's there. So I think they will make some changes, I hope fairly soon, to support that. But in the meantime, if you want to use an Azure KeyVault with a Data Factory connection, you're probably better off embedding the credentials within the connection object. They're still secure, right? They're still encrypted. And you're probably better off doing that than taking your KeyVault and making it available over the public internet. Unless, and this is another pattern, you can take a new KeyVault instance, put only the secrets that are related to this one thing that you might need. Maybe it's just one thing that you need, right? One secret that you need, 2 secrets that you need. If you're willing to accept that risk of putting that on the perimeter, and your security team is okay with that, and from a audit or zero trust perspective, you're okay with that, okay? Maybe you could do that. I still think you're better off storing that within Fabric itself. It's not completely isolated, right? Because your Fabric environment could still potentially be available over the perimeter as well. It is SaaS. And then you get into other things like workspace protection, inbound protection, things like that. And that can secure it even further, but that is another discussion altogether. And there actually is a third way